The Buffalo Bills trade Boogie Basham to the New York Giants. All the official releases breaking down to this 53-man roster that we're going to review, as well as meeting the official core of the 2023 Buffalo Bills. But welcome to my channel, Bills News Consolidated. We have to discuss it, the official breakdown for Boogie Basham, the official trade of our second-round pick to the New York Giants, and Joe Schoen, the former assistant GM here at the Buffalo Bills. A lot of them are calling the Buffalo Bills of the East going to the New York Giants. But Boogie Basham, to me, this proves this was just a depth problem for the Buffalo Bills. We just had too much talent for the Buffalo Bills. It's not that Boogie Basham wasn't good or anything like that. It's just that he wasn't good enough to beat the competition on this team. So Joe Schoen, obviously contributing to the Boogie Basham draft selection, takes his pick back to the New York Giants. And we could see here a second-round pick, but the Buffalo Bills are going to be swapping a 7th and Boogie Basham for a 6th-round pick. So is that fair? Let me know in the comments down below. You know, Boogie Basham, formerly a 2nd-round pick for the Buffalo Bills. Basham left with a 7th-round pick, and the Giants just gave up a 6th-rounder. Absolutely crazy. But moving on to the final release for the Buffalo Bills, and we've been discussing it here on the channel, is all the veterans that we could actually release, the vested veterans that don't have to go through that waiver claim process. Now, we have a bunch of guys here that don't have to go through that waiver claim process, which is absolutely huge. You know, and a lot of them we could easily bring back to our practice squad. So some noticeable players, I think Ike Bucker could easily be brought back to our practice squad, which would be huge. Darrington Evans had a heck of his preseason here. I think he's definitely going to be trying to seek out a different team. Hopefully he tries to get signed by another team. We're going to see what happens. But Reed Ferguson, the known long snapper for the Buffalo Bills, this is huge, you know, having that relationship, being able to cut him and bring him back. Also dealing with a little bit of an injury, too, and that Matt Barkley being placed on IR, Von Miller being on PUP, you know, frees up even more roster spots. But just taking a look, Andy Isabella, hopefully we can get him back to the practice squad, but he's not going to go through that waiver claim process. Even a guy like Dean Marlowe, Greg Mance, A.J. Klein. I mean, who would have thought? Everyone was thinking A.J. Klein was going to be our starting middle linebacker. Some still do, and we just cut him. So that just proves what Brandon Beane and what the Buffalo Bills are managing to do with these vested veterans, being able to establish a relationship with these players, cut them, and basically bring them back very, very soon here. And even Dean Marlowe, right? David Quessenberry as well. We'll see. All these guys could easily get signed to other teams. And then some noticeable players that we could easily lose because they don't have the vested veteran leadership. Eli Inku has been balling out for Bills Mafia. Rookie Alex Austin doing pretty good here. You know, Jamarcus Ingram with that interception too, doing some big-time things. And Nick Broker, a draft pick from this year. Richard Garage, a draft pick from this year. So, I mean, there's some big-time names here that the Bills had to understand, like, hey, look, by cutting the vested veterans, it's going to allow us to keep guys like Justin Shorter. It's allow us to keep core group of players like Khalil Shakir, who we also drafted as well. So I think it's important to note all these cuts, but we could easily bring a lot of these guys back. So that gets us into meeting the core for the Buffalo Bills in 2023. And we're going to start player by player here and how each one absolutely earned it for Bills Mafia. First on the list, Gabe Davis, coming off last year, having a high ankle sprain, nagging injury from the start of the season all throughout the year, is definitely trending up in 2023 with Josh Allen, Dalton Kincaid, a new high potent passing attack here, an attack of 12 personnel. Also Latavius Murray, Damian Harris, James Cook in year 2 should definitely open things up. Ryan Van DeMark, are you kidding me right now? Had such a heck of a preseason here, backing up Deion Dawkins, just had an attitude, play in, play out, just relentless high motor at that offensive line position was huge to see. Terrell Bernard unfortunately went down with that hamstring injury, but he's here to stay. He's here to stay. He's here to still mix in with this middle linebacker, open competition into the season. And I really believe Sean McDermott, we could easily work these guys in on a rotation based on matchups. If we're facing a run-heavy team or a pass-heavy team, depending on what linebacker they see fit, could be Terrell Bernard. We shall see what happens in 2023. Mitch Morris, the communication, the flawlessness between Josh Allen and Mitch Morris. You could see him steaming here for Bills Mafia. Dang, this picture gets me hyped up right now. But I just love the continuity on this offensive line between Mitch Morris, Josh Allen, and Quentin Morris, another tight end here, mixing in with the Buffalo Bills, another core piece player, knowing that we're going to be doing 12 personnel. We have to have a third tight end, God forbid, of an injury. Quentin Morris scoring a touchdown this preseason. He's been here for a while. And our guy, Dalton Kincaid, man, you could see the fire in his freaking eyes right here. The run after catch ability. Josh Allen always preaching. He wants to have body control. He wants to be able to read guys' bodies when they're running routes. Makes things a little bit easier. And Josh Allen even saying he can read Dalton Kincaid extra well. I love it. Tyler Matakevich, a pure special teamer for the Buffalo Bills. One of the best special teamers in the NFL. Making this core again. Dorian Williams, a young rookie, totally balling out this preseason, although definitely showed he's a little bit undersized, but he is backing up Matt Milano this year. I think that's a great spot to be, and you never know. I mean, depending on matchups, maybe a dime package for Dorian Williams being that lone linebacker, coverage type linebacker out there, and maybe third and long situations. Dorian Williams makes a lot of sense. Deion Dawkins, staple piece here. Deion Dawkins, was getting a little bit of flack this preseason for a couple missed pass rushes from Watt and Hayward and some crazy people, but he's an all-pro player, and I love it here. We got Justin Shorter, the young rookie here. I am so high on Justin Shorter, contributing on special teams, working on the perimeter too, bodying catches, using his body to body guys out. His strength, his physicality, his high jump ball situations. I love Justin Shorter for 2023. Tyler Batch, do we need to say any more? He's so clutch. Christian Benford competing with Dane Jackson on that opposite corner position. Connor McGovern, the highest paid free agent for Bills Mafia here. Balling out, did get injured, but we've solidified this front five for the Buffalo Bills in 2023. It's going to be interesting. I know Sean McDermott doesn't really like putting our rookies in situations, especially bright lights, Monday Night Football versus the Jets on 9/11. Will Osiris Torrance actually be the starting right guard for the Buffalo Bills? We're going to dive deeper into that this coming week. Leonard Floyd, are you kidding me? I love you, Leonard Floyd. Added pass rush here with Von Miller on PUP. We need you big the first 4 weeks. Dawson Knox is said to maybe have a more explosive year this year because of Dalton Kincaid opening things up. We shall see about that. Damian Harris, I'm projecting 10-plus touchdowns, double-digit touchdowns for Damian Harris. Trey White is back to himself, dancing on that football field. Damar Hamlin making this freaking roster. Fearless, absolutely fearless Damar Hamlin. Trent Sherfield, speaking of fearless, that much-needed over-the-middle attitude, going up after that ball, bodying guys. I absolutely love it. Alec Anderson, really a surprise here making this team, but also did well, can play center, can play guard, even got some reps at tackle, can play all the positions just like Ryan Bates. We value that here in Buffalo. Ed Oliver getting his new deal, getting ready for 2023. I absolutely love it. Jordan Phillips, we know what Jordan Phillips is all about. Come on, he looks like a Buffalo Jordan Phillips. Same with Osiris Torrance. These guys are Buffalo Bills DNA. They look like Buffaloes. I'm telling you, Taron Johnson balling out here in the slot, doing some big-time things here. Sam Martin, a great punter for Bills Mafia. Tyrell Dotson had a great preseason. I think all we need to do is just see some game-changing plays. He does everything right, but we just need to make him great. He needs to be great, not good. He needs to be great in 2023, surrounded by this much talent. Cam Lewis also balling out for Bills Mafia here. He's got the versatility at safety, at nickel, On special teams, he could do so much for the Bills. David Edwards backing up Connor McGovern at left guard did an excellent job. Rousseau being that spot DN while Von Miller is out, can play both sides. We heard Eric Washington, our D-line coach, say that he's doing better against left tackles, rushing against left tackles this year versus right tackles. So I think that's huge. Ciaran Neal, Leslie Frazier said last year, the most athletic player on the Buffalo Bills. And baby, he's just flying around the football field, exuding Sean McDermott. And Balin Spector actually makes this team too. The core young Balin Spector progressing in the background here. Could eventually be a replacement to Tyler Matakevich. We shall see. Taylor Rapp, that Swiss Army knife. We saw him knifing in behind the line of scrimmage and goal line situations. Tackle for loss. He is a ferocious hitter, ripping guys to the ground. Khalil Shakir, baby, look at him posed up here. Looking good. Clutch factor, Shakir. I think he does a great job, right? He's a little bit undersized for the perimeter, but I think in the slot, competing with Deontay Hardy, Trent Sherfield in the slot, he adds a different skill set and body type for the Buffalo Bills there. Stephon Diggs, do I need to say any more? Worried about the window closing, wanting a Super Bowl here. Stephon Diggs is just going day by day, working hard, grinding things out. I love his attitude. Here. But Kaiir Elam, I know, got a little bit of flack here. Looks like to be third behind in this depth chart. Dane Jackson, Christian Benford. But we'll see what happens with Kaiir Elam. I think it makes sense to keep him here, to keep developing him here, and also on matchups against taller, physical wide receivers. It's a good matchup to throw him in. Daquan Jones, baby, are you kidding me? Missed him versus the Bengals in that playoff loss. I think this is going to be huge. He stays healthy. Shaq Lawson, that edge setter, another guy that could play D-tackle, DN, really setting the edge for the Buffalo Bills. And he has been here for a while. He's a smack talker too. I think it's just important to have players like this on our team. Love it. Absolutely love it. Ryan Bates playing all 5 positions. Poona Ford, a new face. Free agency this upcoming year. Going to add some girth to that D-line, helping out in case Daquan Jones goes down, in case Jordan Phillips goes down. We got Poona Ford in 2023. AJ Epinesa making the team ahead of Boogie Basham. He's been here a year longer. I think the Bills trust AJ Epinesa, what he presents, everything that he's about. Deontay Hardy, a new free agent signing here. Slot wide receiver, kick returner, punt returner. All pro at one point in the NFL. And he had Trevor Siemian, Jameson Winston throwing him the football. Now he has Josh Allen. So get hyped up. And our guy, Josh Allen, he's seeing the talent. He's seeing the progression of Ken Dorsey and all the players on this team. Get hyped up for that. Latavius Murray, homegrown, local, Western New York, coming back to Buffalo, showing every single person what this area is about. Matt Milano, freaking the best linebacker in the NFL. Destruction. I would not sleep going against Matt Milano the night before. Are you kidding me right now? Kyle Allen making this team, backing up Josh Allen. Kyle Allen, he slangs the rope. He's got a strong arm. I like it. Spencer Brown showed some attitude this preseason, this training camp. Proved that his back is fully healed. He's moving right. He's pulling. He's doing all that he can. Of course, he had a couple screw-ups, but again, going against Watt, Hayward, some top-notch talent in the NFL. Spencer Brown definitely has showed an improvement from last year, and any improvement from Spencer Brown is going to be crucial for this season here. You got it. Kingsley Jonathan, are you kidding me? Balling out here for Bills Mafia, making this team another edge rusher, pass rusher while Von Miller is out. Much, much needed. Actually was on the Bills, gets cut, goes to the Bears, gets cut, and we bring him back, and now he's here to stay. I love it. Absolutely love it. Tim Settle, I was worried about him last year. I think he had to get a little settled into things, but this preseason, Tim Settle came in revamped, ready to go. James Cook posing up here just like Shakir in this white room, but they are ready to go, man. James Cook progressing. Really think we could see close to 2,000 all-purpose yards from James Cook. Maybe not the touchdowns like Damian Harris, but 2,000 all-purpose yards for James Cook could be the case. Dane Jackson, will he be starting opposite of Trey White? He will sure be working in there on a rotation. I mean, multiple interceptions this preseason. The ball just seemed to come his way, making it look freaking easy out there. Dane should get his opportunities in 2023. Reggie Gilliam kind of going under the radar here. Fullback, show the fullback some love. This sludge hammer. Reggie Gilliam, are you kidding me? Helping out with Damian Harris, Latavius Murray, and these big tight packages, tight end packages. Maybe we get 3 tight ends out there. Reggie Gilliam, Damian Harris, or Latavius Murray. I mean, that is crucial. Running right behind Osiris Torrance. Get hyped up right now. Jordan Poyer, and he's back for Bills Mafia after thinking we might lose him, but Jordan Poyer, All-Pro Pole, is back, baby. Are you kidding me? And our guy, Micah Hyde, the 2 OGs, we cap it off with both the guys who have really, really changed Buffalo. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like, subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you check the links down in the description. Free shipping until week 1 at Buffalo Fan Shop. And also, you can get $20 off SeatGeek.com using promo code BNC. That's SeatGeek.com. Concerts, NFL, baseball games, whatever you want. BNC at SeatGeek.com. But I appreciate every single one of you. Hit like, subscribe, and go Bills.